I just woke up. It's 6:32 right now on a Sunday, 3-23, 2025. I'm ready to go to the Jane Center of New Jersey in Franklin Township. I'm not really sure what to wear exactly. Like, I don't know if it's kurta or something semi-formal I have to wear, but we'll see. It's a pretty far drive, around 36 minutes away, but it's gonna be fun and worth it. What I really think it's gonna be, like some pre-thoughts on this, is that it's gonna be similar to my temple, to be honest, but with a lot less people, just because of how early it is right now. Hold the device horizontally for the full experience. This is the Jane Center of New Jersey in Franklin. There was so many people considering it was 7 a.m. in the morning. As I entered the temple, I saw these ornaments. These hung down flowers were a way to keep the temple safe and ask God for protection and life. Before entering the prayer room, we have to put on chandlo. My friend will teach me how. It is made out of sandalwood liquid where we apply in the center of our forehead. It is applied as an act of respect, representing focus, calmness, and devotion. There's also holy water. By placing water in the eyes, a person is symbolically cleansing themselves both physically and spiritually. Before entering the prayer room, we have to touch the ground 3 times. In Jainism, the earth/ground is considered sacred, and the act is an acknowledgement of the devotee's bond with all life and respect for the earth. Jainism, one of the ancient religions of India starting in around 500 BC. It emphasizes non-violence, truth, with a deep commitment to respecting all life forms, including the smallest and bacterias. Its cultural significance lies in its influence on Indian philosophy. As we circle the Tirthankars or gods 3 times, it is known as Pradikshina, symbolic of the 3 jewels Ratyatar. The number 3 is significant in Jainism as it represents the 3 jewels: right faith, Samyak Darshan, right knowledge, Samyak Jnana, and right conduct, Samyak Charitra. Circling the Tirthankar 3 times signifies the devotee's commitment to these principles. Hey Arnab, can you explain what this background is?
So this is our first Tirthankar Sri Adinath, and every Tirthankar has their own temple. This one is the temple of Palitana. Palitana is in Gujarat, India, and to get up there, you have to climb 12,000 steps. It's a beautiful place, has beautiful views, and I would recommend.
Alright, over here Arnab has recited some prayers. The people touching the gods were doing a puja, which we could not do due to our clothes. This is me just trying to learn one of the many prayers. Each of these picture frames have such a significant story behind them. After our prayers, we went downstairs and saw a class going on called Pathshala. There are 2 types of Jainisms, Digambar and Shvetambar, with 2 different classes, with Digambar being first and Shvetambar being second. Now, I just recorded some students on what they learned in their class. In today's class for Jainism, what have you guys learned?
So in the beginning of the class, we learned a few prayers. So the teacher asked everyone to recite this prayer, write it down in their notebook, and then she worked with us each individually to do the pronunciation. And then after that, we learned, we got a short quiz basically on the steps of a certain prayer ritual, and we divided into 2 groups to do it.
It was a game that they just tried to answer questions, whether it's 1 or 2 they had, and they just had fun doing that.
Yeah.
So in that game, what have you guys done? Were there trivia questions?
Yeah, basically. I mean, they were about the ritual itself. We tried to see why it was being done and what it was meant to do.
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Hirak Shah.
And what does Jainism mean to you?
Jainism to me means the way of life, and we follow 3 principles: ahimsa, aparigraha, and anekantvad, which means non-violence, non-possessiveness, and respecting all views.
Alright, thank you. And what's your favorite thing about Jainism?
My favorite thing about Jainism is definitely the culture and the people and the rules that we follow, and how it's very unique compared to other religions.
Okay, and how often do you come to this temple over here?
I usually come here every single day. Maybe every now and then I might skip a day, but usually I come here every day.
Alright, and what's one thing that makes Jainism unique, and what's a fun fact about it?
One thing that makes Jainism unique is that it's one of the oldest religions in the world. And one thing unique I would say is that in most religions, they believe that the God is only something God can achieve. But here we believe that us humans as well could attain that level that our gods have attained.
Alright, thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Now they have provided lunch in which there are no underground vegetables like potatoes, carrots, onions, because they believe that these vegetables all have living beings inside of them. This is me trying burfi, an Indian sweet. This is the storytelling room of the Jain classes in which the teachers go over each of these statues. This was the auditorium in which kids were recreating a Jain dance and story from the god Mahavir Swami's past life. As I exited the temple, I had learned that this culture and religion was not even close to my religion and culture as I previously thought. I had so much to reflect upon. Overall, my experience in the Jain Center was completely different than what I thought it was going to be. Like, the cultural norms were the complete opposite in a way of my normal temple. Like, the way you do puja, you have to use, like, physical touch. And for prayers were completely different. And what I was able to, like, the unique culture interactions which I did at the temple was I was able to complete a Navka mantra beaded cycle, which recites, like, 108 of the prayers they did there. And I was able to take it home as a present. To be honest, I don't know any other religions besides my own or any information about them, which is why when I learned about Jainism, I was truly fascinated about the differences and similarities to my religion. Which I found crazy was that they don't eat or they care about so much of the smallest organisms, including like the bacteria that is found on rooted vegetables, which I mentioned previously. And what I found similar to my religion was that in Hinduism and Jainism, they both have ahimsa, which means non-violence, which they share similarity for. Jainism relates to many themes in our class, but the one that I found most prominent was enculturation. As we learn, enculturation in class passes down the religion from generation to generation. Just like in Jainism, they do the same through each families, passing down from each heritage.